Hello my tarot friends, Justin Michael, welcome back to my channel, and welcome if this is your first time visiting. I appreciate you stopping by as always. So I have here in front of me the Nicolas Conver Tarot de Marseille by Artisan Tarot. They've sent this to me to do a review, and that's what I shall do here today. So, you know, William Rader is the person behind Artisan Tarot. He's teamed up with Kristen Conver, I believe her name is, who's the artist. He's a magician, William Rader, and I know he created Trumps Only for his show, and then it was sort of circulating around. I remember seeing it, and I almost got it myself, but I was like, I don't need another Majors Only. But then apparently that was so popular, people just, you know, were, I guess, asking them to do a full deck, and that's what they did, and they put it on Kickstarter. It's extremely successful on Kickstarter. It has, as I film this right now, I'm going to upload this right away, but it has 17 hours left on Kickstarter as of like this moment. And so they sent it to me late, you know, not my fault. But the good news is, if you don't make the Kickstarter pledge, you can order it. They're doing a pre-order, so you can get it there, you know. So yeah, that's basically it. So I'm going to give you my honest opinion. I don't know too much about the background of the deck, what the process was. I'm going to review this deck as a collector of Tarot de Marseille, as a person who appreciates the Nicolas Conver. And just to give you, like, in full disclosure, I am a backer of this deck on Kickstarter. Before they even sent me a deck, I decided to support the deck on Kickstarter. So I'm just going to let you know that up front. And I'm just going to share some thoughts and just tell you why I decided to back it. So let's start off with the basics. It comes in a tuck box, which is nothing special. It's a tuck box. You know, a lot of decks come in tuck boxes. Tuck boxes are pretty much tuck boxes. The one thing I do like about this tuck box, though, is that the historic card backs are actually the design on the box, and then it just has this little title here. Nothing too fancy. But then when you get to the cardstock, it's like amazing. These cards slide like you wouldn't believe. And, you know, it's like really, really high quality cardstock. Okay, my friends, very quickly, just want to show you the cardstock is lovely. In fact, that's the selling point for me. It's a very high quality linen cardstock. The cards slide so well. In fact, they're a little too slippery. Like, they slide all over the damn place. They're not too slippery, but they're it's just something you got to get used to, because they slide unbelievably well. And that was the selling point for me, you know, because it's a very adequate Conver recreation, I would say, as you'll see in a minute. But it's just really, really high quality cardstock. And I don't really have a Conver that I use that's really high quality, that's nice, you know, that I can have for life kind of thing. Except for the Ben Dove deck, the CBD Tarot. That's the closest I would say that I have to this. And Ben Dove, I don't think he was trying to, maybe he was, I don't know, but the faces are a bit different. They're not exactly Nicolas Conver, and you'll see that too in a second. But on the right, I have a deck by Yves Renaud, which is the 1760 Restoration. This is a deck I have just for reference. In fact, most of my historic decks by Yves Renaud are just for reference. I use them for things like this, for videos and for study and comparisons and stuff. I use them a lot, all the time, in fact. But, you know, that's what they're for. I don't read and shuffle with them. You know, they're reference decks for me. And I love the fact that I have a reference library of historic Tarot de Marseille. In fact, I have 2 more on the way to me from Yves, which I'm excited to get. So expect more Tarot de Marseille videos from me. This will probably be the last one for a while, though, because I have some other decks I want to show you guys. Anywho, like I said, the playing card stock is top notch. Now, just the first kind of observation I'll make is, now you can see the Ben Dove one is the one that stands out. It's different, you know, it has some similarities. It has that little design there. There's a nod to the Conver, but, you know, it says Ben Dove and then it says Conver here, you know what I mean? But these two are identical, you know, because the deck by Artisan Tarot is sort of shooting for historic accuracy. But what I like about it is a very gold color, whereas Ben Dove's is like yellow. You know, it's very cartoonish and yellow. And this is more gold, and it sort of matches the historic deck. So let's take a look here and let's see what the rest of the cards look like. Now, as you can see here, let me just zoom in just a little bit here. Okay. So now this is going to be what you want to compare it to. This is the Nicolas Conver. I'm just kind of giving you an idea because it did remind me a bit of the CBD. So, you know, just the face alone. So the CBD face sort of stands out to me. The mouth is different, smiling face, you know, which makes all the difference when you're reading. Whereas this is, you know, quite serious face, and the lips are just different. You know, you can see that these are very, very similar. And he uses like really bold kind of lines. No broken lines, nothing like that. They're very, I think that's what he's going for, like a very clean kind of solid deck, which is fine if that's what you're going for. You know, personally, I enjoy restorations that sort of emphasize the broken lines and so forth, you know. But it's a modern Conver, and you know, this is what they were going for. So, and it's very, very adequate, you know. So now we can see here, you know, the faces are somewhat similar. You know, they're very similar. All three of them are, in fact, but these two are very close. I would say the face should probably be a little rounder, maybe, but you know, it's adequate for me. What I really loved about this deck was the color blue. It's a very navy blue kind of. It's a very beautiful color, and it looks really good. I don't know if the camera's going to pick that up. Probably should, since I will upload this in 4K, but you can see the colors on the original, when they were freshly painted, probably were closer to what the colors look like on the Grimaud, you know, like the carnival colors, the primary colors. But I like this. I like that color blue. It's really, really cool. Again, I don't really know the process of what they did and, you know, all the research that went into this. I don't know. I really don't know. It doesn't matter to me anyway, because I'm going to judge it on my own kind of standards. And to me, it passes the sniff test. I mean, it's a Conver for sure. You know, it has all the symbolism. It's beautiful colors. The card quality is really, really nice. And that's good enough for me, you know. I mean, I really love the CBD Tarot, to be honest with you. It's one of my most used decks, you know. And I learned about Tarot de Marseille from this deck. Now, that's a really beautiful color. It's almost orange, even. It's a reddish-orange color. Kind of reminds me of what you would see like in like Claude Bourdelle, you know. The faces look great. You know, the face looks great here. I like it. So if you want to know more about this, about the process, you know, go to the website, and they also do like webinars and stuff. You know, he's very, very good with answering questions and so forth, if you have questions. But yeah, so that's kind of it. You know, I don't want to do too long of a video here. I just want to show you basically. Okay, so VT, VT, VT. Okay, that's the engraver. I don't know the person's name. I don't think anybody really does. I think there's speculation who the engraver was, but the engraver wasn't always the same as the name on the Two of Pentacles, which is the card maker, the printer, you know. That's the card maker. The engraver was something different, and that's usually where the initials went, as far as I can tell. So it's a beautiful, beautiful deck. Again, with that color blue, is just really, really a beautiful color, you know. So that's kind of it, man. I mean, I don't have to do a full, thorough kind of comparison. I just wanted to give you guys an idea. Very much a Nicolas Conver, and I'm very, very happy with this deck. I'll probably use it a lot, And it was very nice of them to send me a copy. Love the Hangman. Beautiful colors. You know, this is a deck I'm very, very familiar with. And there wasn't just one Nicolas Conver. You know, there was the wood blocks. But there are many different versions of the Conver in the museums. You know, different colorings. Cam Wan took it over and started printing it and coloring it different. You know, so there's not just one color. But this is a really beautiful deck. I mixed up the minors, so, you know. Really, really pretty deck. Anyway, that's it, guys. I just wanted to do that quick review. ArtisanTarot.com. And, you know, if you are interested in this deck, you can still maybe have some time to back it on Kickstarter. Very, very nice. Look at that. And they like, it's just such a pleasure to handle. But anyway, thanks, guys. I appreciate you. Love and peace. Till next time. Bye-bye.